What's up, YouTube? Timus here. Now, I admit I'm not much of a book reader or anything, but I do love watching films that are, pretty much based on books and all. So, I decided to go ahead and do my top 10 favorite films of the year that are actually based on books. Because there's some really decent adaptations of the year that got released. And granted, I barely read some of these books, so take that for granted. So I don't know how they shape up with the books or anything like that. But with that being said, here are my top 10 favorite movies of the year that are based on books. All right. Uh, Coming in at number 10 is The Lost Daughter. Now, this is the directorial debut by Maggie Gyllenhaal, who I don't best is probably going to get some, award love and all. And this is actually, and, when I, of course, saw Gyllenhaal in person when she was, being interviewed for this film, she was saying that she's the really one she makes this film for years, and I don't know, she did a really, I really thought she did a really decent job telling the story. Olivia Colman was also great. Jesse Buckley was terrific. Uh, Now, if you guys don't really know much about the film adaptation here, in it, it's pretty much about this college professor who actually confronts her unsettling past after meeting a woman and her young daughter while on vacation in Italy, and her obsession with and her daughter prompts memories of her early motherhood. And it is a really intriguing film. Olivia Colman, I'm pretty sure she's gonna get some Oscar love. We'll have to wait and see there. She's definitely terrific here. Uh, Jesse Buckley was great. Ed Harris, Peter Sarsgaard, who I also saw in person as well. He has a really decent supporting players in this, and that's a watch. All right, number 9, I'm gonna go with The Power of the Dog. Another film that's probably gonna get Oscar for best adapted screenplay. Now, this is of course directed by Dane Campion, who I thought did a really decent job with this. And it's actually it is of course based on a novel by Thomas Savage, and I thought it was a really decent western. Really cool cinematography, great performances by Benedict Cumberbatch, Kristen Dunst. You had Jesse Plemons was also in this. Great supporting players, great visuals, really decent film. Well worth checking out. All right, number 8 is of course To All the Boys Always and Forever. Now, of course, this is the this is pretty much the final sum of the To All the Boys franchise. And I thought, I'm not really big with the franchise as most people are, but I still thought they were really decent. Uh, and of course, I never read the books, so I can't really comment on that. But of course, you guys know these are based on books by Jenny Han, and I think the chemistry between both Lane Connor and Noah Centineo is terrific. It is really cute. It is charming. A really decent final summit of this franchise. I mean, YA movies sometimes could films based on YA novels could be a hit and miss, but I think this one is actually a hit, and it's a really decent franchise. There is actually a spin-off coming as well, so we'll have to see how that turns out. But that aside, this is a really decent third summit. If you guys haven't seen that. All right, my number 7 pick. I am going to go. Now, this is a man that Clint Eastwood has been trying to get off the ground for years, and glad he finally was able to get it off the ground. And it was also really cool that he also started. Now, it is based on a book by Richard and Richard Nash. Clint Eastwood, obviously one of the greatest filmmakers and directors and actors of all time. Being able to tackle a story like this was a train. His chemistry with this young kid, played by forgot the actor's name, but I thought the one who plays the young actor in this was a train. You also had Dwight Yoakam was also in this. I mean, sadly the movie did not get well received when it got released, but I still thought it was a really decent film. A really decent film. Clint direct and star, and really decent film. You guys have seen that. All right. Number 6, I'm gonna go Clifford the Big Red Dog. Now, I probably have remember reading this when I was a kid and all. Now it's also really cool that one of the characters in this is actually It's actually named after the author, which I thought was really cool. I mean, Cliff the Big Red Dog is much better than How You Intentions Being. I thought it was really cute, really heartfelt. Definitely a really decent film, worth checking out. So yeah, and we are getting a sequel, so there's that too. All right, I'm gonna go also actually a remake as well, but it was actually based on a book of the same name. The book author was of course William Lindsay Gresham, and was published in 1946, and of course got turned into film years after. It is a really the new film version is really creepy. Great performances by Bradley Cooper, to Kate Blanchett, Rooney Mara, Richard Jenkins, William Defoe, some really great supporting players. Guillermo del Toro, he's done some really cool when it comes to adaptation as well. And here he really showcases his directing talent, and it's an intriguing film we're checking out. All right, number four, I'm gonna go House of Gucci. Now this is pretty much more like a memoir really, but now this is actually also pretty much based on a book by Sergei Fodor, and the book is actually titled "The Gucci: A Sensational Story of Murder, Madness, Glamour, and Greed," which I can kind of see why they went with just calling it House of Gucci, because boy, that's a long time right there to even remember. But the film adaptation I thought was intriguing. Lady Gaga, I definitely wanted probably her best performance since The Star Is Born. Really, uh, Adam Driver was great. Um, Jared Leto, who I think probably should win his Oscar because holy cow, he was so good in this. Jack Houston was great. Al Pacino, Jeremy Irons. You had some really great supporting players. It's a really intriguing great performances. I never even I actually thought this was original to be honest with you, but it's actually based on a book, so there's that. All right, my number three pick is of course the Fear Street trilogy that premiered on Netflix. I mean, the Fear Street movies, based on books by R.L. Stein. I never knew R.L. Stein made really made books of slashers. I always thought he made like kid friendly books like trilogies and all, but it is on another level. It is this is not right here. It is so like all three movies are so intriguing. Great kills in all three of them. If I got to choose which one is my favorite, I'll probably still say 1978 is my favorite. But they are all still intriguing films. They're fun, they're entertaining, are really cool actors in this. Leah Jeanette, I did a good job at directing. I mean, this is a train. These all three films are a train. So I'm hoping we get to see more films in the Fear Street trilogy, like in the Fear Street universe again. So we'll see what happens down the line there. All right. My really talented time, and this is actually and Rebecca, of course, she was another actress or I should say directly able to see her person because she was like being interviewed for this movie, and she was like really intriguing of telling the story and bring this book to the big screen. And passing is a trait. You have Tessa Thompson and Ruth Negga, who I think are both terrific. Alexander Skarsgård, Andre Holland was great. Really decent performances. Definitely really decent story worth telling. Really decent film about friendship. Crazy ending, but it is what it is with that one. Really movie worth checking out. All right, now my number one favorite film of the year, that's based on a book, is of course is pretty much Dune. I mean, Dune, based on a novel by Frank Herbert, which also got turned into a feature film as well, from 1984. That is. The recent Dune film is so great, great visuals. Dennis Villeneuve did a great job. I mean, following off Blade Runner 2049 with this is a treat. Timothy Chalamet was great. You had Rebecca Ferguson, Oscar Isaac, Josh Brolin, Dave Bautista, Jason Momoa, etc. Zendaya was great. Had some really great supporting players here. It's really intriguing. Great facts. Of course, we are getting a sequel in 2023, so keep your eye out for that. I mean, some really decent stuff here. But that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 10, The Lost Art. 9, The Power of the Dog. 8, Two Other Boys, Always and Forever. 7, Cry Macho. 6, Clifford the Big Red Dog. 5, Nightmare Alley. 4, House of Gucci. 3, Fear Street. 2, Passing. And number 1 is, of course, Dune. Now, let me pull some other ones here. Corell, I probably could have added. United States of Billie Holiday. Those Who Wish Me Dead was pretty good. There's, of course, Kissy Boo 3, I probably could have added. White Tiger. Definitely Not Without Remorse. Cherry was pretty decent. Lots of other ones I probably could have added. But let me leave you guys. What were some of your favorites on bugs? Drop comments. And bonus question. Out of all the films here, do you prefer the film version or the bugs? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Senior sign out.